Who is ready for some Custom Carnage 2025? Let's kick off round B now. Our first car up in our first group will be Gino from Wizard of Oz in the Unatanium. Up next from Fractal Panda, it will be James Kirk in the 2017 Honda Civic. From New Jersey Drive Racing, it will be Sloppy Bear in the Howlin' Heat. And our last car in our first heat of this event, it will be Maverick from Maniac Motorsports in the 2007 Chevy Tahoe. Here we go, ready to get the racing action started. Up front, we have Gino on the inside, James Kirk on the out. In the back row, Sloppy Bear on the inside, Maverick on the out. And Group B is underway as it is Gino taking that lead right out of the bat, followed up there by Fractal Panda, or James Kirk, I mean. And look at James trying to get around him, and now you got Gino taking a big lead there. Oh, look at there, Maverick's falling way behind. It will be Gino, James Kirk, Sloppy Bear, and here comes Maverick. All right, lap number one with some nice clean racing. Let's see what happens here in lap number two, folks. As you can see, the points up there on the deal. The top two cars will be moving on to that next round here in Group B. Looky there, you got James Kirk out to a big lead now. A lot of big leads right out of the gate coming here. Looky there, you got James Kirk way out front and coming down to the Widowmaker run. It will be James Kirk, Sloppy Bear, Maverick, Gino. All right, here we go already in lap number three, and already I'm calling for somebody to fire the photographer. Look at that blurry picture. That's ridiculous. We can do much better than that, folks. I'm sorry. And we are off in racing. Looky there, it is Sloppy Bear taking that lead. Sloppy Bear's got a nice lead here going on. As the rest of them are lined up single file behind him. Down to that Widowmaker run we go. It will be Sloppy Bear. Oh, Gino barely over Maverick for second, and then followed up by James Kirk. All right, here we go, folks. Final race of our first heat. Sloppy Bear, Gino, and James Kirk all battling it out to see who'll be moving on. Unfortunately, Maverick's been eliminated, but he's still going to race for some pride here, folks, as he does take that lead. Going, oh, looky there. You've got Gino got spun all around there, but he's still in second place. Coming down here to the end, it will be Maverick winning this one. Followed by Gino, James Kirk, Sloppy Bear. And why wouldn't we? The first heat of this season, we have a tie. We're going back up to have ourselves a race-off as Gino will be moving on to round number two. James Kirk and Sloppy Bear is going to have to do a best 2 out of 3 race-off. We have so many ties here at the Comet Tail Raceway, I'm starting to feel like a cheap suit. All right, folks, you know how the race-offs go. This is going to be a best 2 out of 3 as we're going to have James Kirk sitting on the inside and Sloppy Bear on the out. Let's see how this plays out. And they are neck and neck coming out of that gate, coming down to the first set of turns. It will be James Kirk taking over that lead. He gets a little bit loose. Look at Sloppy Bear trying to really make a move on him there. He's right on his tail, and he does pass him. He makes a move there on that drifter straight. What a move. It will be Sloppy Bear taking lap number one. Let's check out the old UFO cam, as that was one heck of a race. As James Kirk got a little bit loose twice here, once here on this killer straight and once down here on that drifter straight, and that opened up the door for Sloppy Panda to move right in there and take over that spot. All right, folks, here we go once again. If Sloppy Bear wins this, he will be moving on to round number two. If James Kirk wins, we will be moving on to a third and final lap. As it is Sloppy Bear with a little bit of a lead, but can he hold on to it as James Kirk is right on his tail here, folks. Here he goes, trying to make a move. Can he do it? Oh, Sloppy Bear's going to hold him off. I do believe it will be Sloppy Bear moving on to round number two. Let's meet our next 4 cars competing tonight. First up from Puffs Racing, we got Misty G in an 84 Mustang. Next up, we got Demon Preacher in a Symbolic. Who's up next? Yes, it is Whosoever Will from Triple Cross Racers in a Speed Machine. Our fourth car in this heat will be Vinny from HSL Diecast in the T-Bird. All right, already we've had one tie this season. Let's see what happens here in our second heat. How close one of this will be is up front. We're going to have Misty on the inside, Demon Preacher on the out. In the back row, we have Whosoever Will on the inside, and Vinny on the out. And here we go with our second heat of the night, as it will be Misty taking that lead, followed up there by Demon Preacher. Oh, looky there, you got Vinny all messed up. Oh, no. He's going to roll it over. He's also going to hold up Whosoever Will, so they're going to be a DNF. It's going to end up being Misty and Demon Preacher. Okay, that DNF by Whosoever Will and Vinny. Put them behind a proverbial late ball. Let's hope they can get it going here in this lap. And they are off. This time it is going to be Demon Preacher taking that lead. Oh, no, it's going to be Whosoever Will's got that lead now. Whoa, he really floored the gas there, folks. He's got a huge lead coming down here to the end. It will be Whosoever Will, Demon Preacher, Vinny, and here comes Misty. Alright, that really changed the landscape. All we need now is Vinny to take first place in this lap. And we're going into that fourth and final lap, and it's going to be a tight contest. And it is Vinny that does have that lead. He's got a nice little bit of a lead here. He's going to be and banging all over the place, trying to keep everybody behind him here. He's putting in a block, making sure nobody can get in there. And it will be Vinny, followed by Whosoever Will, Misty, and Demon Preacher. Looky here, folks, in our second heat of this tournament. It's a super tight one again. 8-8-7-7, and they are off and racing. It is Vinny with a slight lead. No, look at there's going to be Misty taking over that lead. Oh, she is way out front here, followed up by Vinny. Coming down here into that slingshot. Oh, we lost Whosoever Will. He's going to be taken out of this thing. It's going to be Misty, Vinny, Demon Preacher. And this is how it all shakes out, folks. It will be Misty and Vinny moving on to the second round of this tournament. Demon Preacher, Whosoever Will, sorry you're out of here. Hope to see you back here again real soon at the Comet Tail Raceway. But for now, it's time to see our next 4 cars that will be competing tonight. After winning our ladder match in a very dubious fashion, it is Mr. Dark once again from Dubious Diecast in an 84 Audi Sports Quattro. Next we have Wild Hair from Polk County Diecast racing in a Mercedes-Benz. Next we're looking at Dutch Vandershift from Dutch Clutch Racing, and he'll be racing his Mustang. Our last car joining us this heat will be Wes Coastland from Miniature Car Racing, and he'll be in the Lotus. Alright folks, here we go. Up front we're going to have Mr. Dark on the inside, Wild Hair on the out, in the back row left, Dutch Vandershift on the inside, and Wes Coastland on the out. Good luck to these 4. And here we go. They are off and running. It is Mr. Dark takes that lead in there. Mr. Dark pulling Mr. Dark like he did there in the ladder matches. Oh, but he's all kinds of messed up. He's going to get passed up. He was trying to hold on to that first place. It ain't going to happen. As Dutch Vandershift gets a huge lead here now, folks. Coming down here into that slingshot, it will be Dutch Vandershift, Mr. Dark, Wes Coastland. Wild Hair got caught up there on that killer straight up on the side there, and he got a DNF. Last time I didn't hit on that during the race. Let's hopefully he can get it cleaned up here and have a nice race this time. And we are off with lap number 2. It is Wild Hair taking that lead going in that first set of turns. Oh, he's up on the side again, but he's got it back under control and got a little bit of a lead here as they're all lined up single file lead, but they've got some spacing going on between them. Coming down here to that Widowmaker run, it will be Wild Hair, Dutch Vandershift, West Coast, and Mr. Dark. Dutch Vandershift does have the advantage, but the other 3 cars are still right here in this thing, folks, as we get ready for lap number 3. And we are off and racing once again. Is it Dutch Vandershift taking that lead over West Coast? Puts in a little bit of a block there to slow everybody down. And he's going to really increase that lead. Big burst of speed there by Dutch. Taking that lead out front big time here, folks. As it will be Dutch Vandershift, West Coast, and Mr. Dark, Wild Hair. It definitely will be Dutch Vandershift moving on to round number 2 here in this Group B. But who will be joining him? Will it be West Coast and Mr. Dark or Wild Hair? We find out now, as they are off in this last race of this heat. It is Mr. Dark and West Coast really battling it out there. Mr. Dark's going to take the lead here, folks. Everybody else gets slowed up. They're coming out of that Armageddon corner. Here we go. It will be Mr. Dark by a mile, followed up by West Coast and Wild Hair, and a DNF by Dutch. What happened to him at the end? It will be Dutch Vandershift and Mr. Dark moving on to round number 2 in Group B here, as we say goodbye to West Coast and a Wild Hair. Thank you for showing up here, guys, and putting on a nice little show for us. Hope to see you back here again at the Comet Tail Raceway real soon. Let's meet our next 4 cars competing tonight. First up in our final heat of the night will be Sawyer from Uncle Elvis Racing in the No Matter What. Next we got Demon Preacher in the Lethal Diesel. Coming to us from Gravity Throttle Racing, it will be Speedball Herman and the Alfa Romero. From Carolina Apex Predators, we have Chuck in a Volkswagen Golf MK7. Alright folks, last heat of the night is up front. We're going to have Sawyer on the inside, Demon Slayer on the out. In the back row, Speedball Herman on the inside and Chuck on the out. Good luck to these 4. Out of the gate we go here, folks. And it is Sawyer taking a bit of a lead there over Demon Preacher. Oh, look at there. Chuck's trying to make a move into second place. Can he do it? It looks like Demon Preacher's going to hold him off. Coming. Oh, Speedball Herman's falling way behind here, folks. That's not good. He needs to get that speed going. It will be Sawyer, Demon Preacher, Chuck, Speedball Herman, maybe. Yep, get out of my way. Sawyer takes lap number 1 here, folks. Let's see what happens here in lap number 2 as they are back up at the top of the Comet Tail. And they are off and going. It is Demon Preacher that's going to take that lead. Oh, looky there. Here goes Chuck trying to fight for second place. Once again, they're all bunched up here. This is one heck of a tight group coming down here to that. Well, it'll make a run. It will be Demon Preacher, Chuck, Speedball, Herman, Sawyer. At the midway point, it is Demon Preacher that has the advantage. Speedball, Herman's falling further behind. He needs to get it going right here, folks, as he's in a good spot to do so. He does take just a little bit of lead there going into that first set of turns, but oh no, looky there, Chuck pushes right past him, takes over that first place spot with a nice move right there. He's going to try to extend that lead coming down here into that Widowmaker run, and it will be Chuck taking it over Speedball, Sawyer, then Demon Preacher. Here we go, folks, final race of the night as Chuck's got the advantage. Speedball Herman's going to need some help, but all 4 cars are still in this thing, folks, and we are off and racing. It is Chuck taking that lead over, so you're coming down here. Oh, looky there. Chuck is all kinds of sideways here. They're going to try to push past him. Can they do it? Can Chuck get himself corrected? No, Chuck is out there in that slingshot. This is going to shake the points way up here, folks. Here we are coming down here to the end. It will be Speedball Herman taking it over, Demon Preacher, and then Sawyer. Wow, you want to talk about shaking things up? It will be Demon Preacher and Speedball Herman. Moving on to round number 2 as Speedball Herman pulls victory out of the jaws of defeat with the first place finish there, and he got some help by Chuck getting a DNF. Tough break for Chuck, as he definitely looked like he was going to be moving on. Unfortunately, it ain't going to be happening, so Chuck, we got to say goodbye to you. Sawyer, we got to say goodbye to you. We hope to see you back here again real soon at the Comet Tail Raceway. Well, folks, that brings us to the end of another night of exciting racing action here at the Comet Tail Raceway. We hope you enjoyed it, because we know we definitely enjoyed doing it. And we'd like to thank each and every one you see here on the screen for making this channel possible, and each and every one of you for joining us. Remember, folks, to spread those kind words throughout your day. Brighten up someone's day just by giving them a nice kind word, saying something nice as, hey, you look good today, or hey, nice job doing whatever it is you're doing for a living. We appreciate you, because every time you do that, you make the world a better place. Until next time, race fans, happy racing, God bless, and we'll see you back here at the track just because.
That's how we roll.